Yo, what's good, guys? KosherTech here. So today we got another soundbar to review. This one is from Anchor. This is their Infini Pro soundbar. You cop this on Amazon for $200. I'll have the link in the description below. Now, this is an integrated 2.1 channel soundbar, which most of these soundbars that I review are 2 channel soundbars. 2.1 channel soundbars, so all around sound with Dolby Atmos. This 120 watts output, which is nice. Dual subwoofer, music, movies, bass up technology. So I think you can control this via the app. Like I said, Dolby Atmos over here. Dolby Vision supports Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision, 4K pass-through, HDMI, Bluetooth soundbar. I am curious if you could add a subwoofer. We're gonna check that in a second. Let's open this bad boy up and let's see. I mean, it does have that mesh. All right, so I gotta say the presentation looks pretty dope. What we have here, all right, so this is the remote control. Let me take the soundbar and everything out. This is some things to wall mount it, but anyways, let me take all this out and let's rock with it. We have booklets and whatnot. All right, so like I did mention, you get a booklet over here. Where we get it? This booklet basically tells you. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into this. Anyways, tells you everything about the soundbar. We have these 2 metal brackets, which I believe are for wall mounting. So this is a wall mountable, compatible soundbar. We have a box over here that, like a remote fell. Remote control, very simple remote. Actually, peep something in this remote control. Does it come with batteries? They playing games, comes with no batteries. Maybe there's batteries inside. Alright, there's batteries inside, which is a plus. I was about to go ham on these people, man. Coach was about to go crazy. We get screws here to mount the soundbar. We have a power cable for the soundbar over here. Bam, power cable. We have batteries, and it comes with an HDMI cable as well, which is nice. A remote control. Let's pop the soundbar. Okay, all black, which is a plus. Has that mesh, which it is what it is. Okay. All right. This honestly looks very similar to the Yaz 109 and 108 soundbar, guys, to be a buck with you. Mesh design, we have this. I assume this is all touch-based, which it is. It's no buttons. We have power, we have different sources. We have Bluetooth, we have volume plus, HDMI TV. Basically tells you on which source you're gonna have it. It has grips in the back, so it's not gonna slide. All right, so you have these. These are actually nice grips. We have our different sources. We have our USB, we have our HDMI, and we have our HDMI out ARC. So it has that 4K pass-through. We have the power over here. We have optical as well. So this is for optical, and we have auxiliary as well. Very nice. It does have that. It's not bad. I gotta say it. Very similar, like I said, to the 109 and 108 Yamaha Yaz soundbars, which I did review that. I'll have that in the description below. But anyways, let's get to the testing of the soundbar. Let's go. Alright, guys. So I've been rocking with the Soundcore soundbar for quite a while now, and I gotta be a buck with you guys. This might be my new favorite budget soundbar. All right, this might actually take over the Yaz 108 and 109. Now, you guys do know how much I love the Yamaha Yaz 108, 109. I'll have that the reviews in the description below for those soundbars. But quickly, let's talk about things that I first don't like, and then we're gonna get into the sound test, and we're gonna talk about things that I do like and all that good stuff and all the features that this soundbar actually packs. Now, of course, you guys know how much I hate this mesh. Now, this is just, this soundbar looks very similar to the Yaz 109 and 108. The mesh just is absolutely ugly, as I always say. If you're gonna put the soundbar, if you're gonna wall mount it, it's gonna collect dust. If you're gonna put it on a stand for the TV, it's gonna collect dust, and you're gonna have to wipe it. And this black mesh just gets, it just looks absolutely ugly. So aesthetically, I hate this. All right, aesthetic looks absolutely terrible. Now, second thing, you cannot output a subwoofer. All right, unfortunately, for some reason, you can't output a subwoofer, but with the Yaz 108 and 109, you can. So if you want to add in an additional sub, unfortunately, you cannot do it with this soundbar. Also, another thing, this again also very similar to the Yaz, how it has basically the inputs here to essentially, volume change and all that stuff. When you're laying down and you're trying to do, it's hard for you to see. All right, it's hard for you to see when you with the remote control. When you have the remote control, when you click it in, since the LEDs are up here instead of them being in the front. or like in the side, so you're going to see them. So essentially, if you're going to have this facing towards you, you'll be able to see this. But if you have this standing like this and you have the TV above, it's going to be hard for you to see it. But that's why Soundcore, which is actually dope, Soundcore has an app. So with the app, essentially, you could see the volume levels and all that. Just download the Soundcore app and you're going to see what I'm talking about, guys. It's very simplified. Now, to the things that I actually do like about the soundbar, just listen, the app is absolutely fire. Like I said, it makes things a lot easier to essentially control and change, you know, the sound, the bass levels, the surround, the Dolby surround, which we're going to get into once we have the TV on, and all that jazz. Now, it does, like I said, it does support Dolby Atmos. However, you got to find content that has Dolby Atmos for you to rock with Dolby Atmos. But of course, as I mentioned, you have your power, your input source, your Bluetooth volume minus plus. You have the Soundcore logo, and there's different settings: HDMI, TV, auxiliary, Bluetooth, sound, and surround. Now, like I said, it does support so for Dolby Surround, you're going to have essentially a white light. Right, when it's a white solid light, it has your Dolby Surround is enabled. When it's a blue light, your Dolby Atmos is enabled. Like I said, but you got to keep in mind that you got to play content which has Dolby Atmos for you essentially to experience Dolby Atmos surround. But I got to say, the surround itself is sick. The Dolby Surround, which we're going to demo for music and for movies, it's absolutely sick. And of course, this is all touch based, you know, so we lower volume, we increase volume. Listen, like I said, overall the soundbar is honestly fire, but man, the mesh, I can't stand the mesh. But anyways, let's get into the sound test. We're gonna of course play music first, and then we're gonna jump onto the TV. But guys, listen, if you're in the budget, if you're looking for a soundbar, I'll be a buck with you. If you're looking for a soundbar, if you want to buy a soundbar, you're kosher. I just spent $1,000, $600, $500 on the TV. I just want a nice soundbar. Nothing. I don't want to break the bank. You know, what should I get? The Yaz 109, the 108, the Soundcores. You know, we're talking about soundbars that just come standalone soundbar. We're not talking about the JBL Bar 2.1, which has a dedicated subwoofer, which comes with the soundbar itself. So just that, I gotta say, man, if you want a subwoofer, if you want to add in a subwoofer, go with the Yamaha soundbars. If you don't care about that, I gotta say the Soundcore with the Dolby Atmos, with just the Dolby surround itself, this is a fire soundbar. Of course, we're gonna play music right now, and we're gonna start rocking. Let's go. Alright, guys, so we're going to bump to some music right now. We're going to take it, and then what I want to do is I'm going to slowly increase the bass, and then I'm going to turn on the surround, and turn off the surround, the Dolby surround, just to give you guys an idea what kind of significant impact it does to your sound experience in a good way. Let's go. This is with surround off. Now the bass, you get up to 3 levels. This is on level 1. This is level 3. And the same thing, you could decrease it to 3 levels as well. We're going to turn on surround. Surround off. Surround off. Now I gotta tell you guys, with the surround, once the surround is on, you're gonna want to lower down the bass to maybe 1, to level 1, because if you're gonna turn it up all the way to level 3, you're gonna start hearing that distortion. You know what I'm saying? So turn it down to maybe to bass level 1 or maybe bass level 2. My presets are set to music, so that actually increases the treble as well a bit. But when you do get when you turn on the surround, it gets loud, and it just sounds a lot better. We got surround on, we got it on music, we got it on bass 1. Bass level 1. difference. Once the surround essentially is on, you guys, I don't know how you guys would hear, but it just gets louder, but as well as not just the bass and the treble actually increases as well. It's not just it gets loud and it gets distorted like in some other soundbars, but in this case, it actually gets loud for the better of the music. Now, when you do turn off the surround, it gets muffled down. You know, it gets obviously a little quieter. All right, so I'm not gonna go into detail in the app like I mentioned earlier, so it's very self-explanatory. As you can see, we have your different settings, Bluetooth, aux, TV, and HDMI. Also, we have the movie mode. You put it on movie mode, essentially what it does, it increases the treble. Now, unfortunately, you don't have a treble option here, only a bass option. Then you have music, and then voice. What voice essentially does, it enhances the speech. So if you're watching that's something that's dialogue intensive or the dialogue is not as loud, you just hit on voice and it'll be basically louder. You know, for this sake, I'll just leave it on movie. Volume indicator over here, and then we have bass. Bass goes all the way up to 3. And then it goes all the way down to, let's see, to minus, oh my God, what's wrong with this thing? -3. So we get -3 and we get 3, we'll leave it at 1. And then we have the surround option, as I mentioned, and then we have mute. Surround on. Surround off. Surround on. Much more loud. Surround off. Much more louder. A big difference. Today we got another Bluetooth speaker to review. Now this bad boy over here is from Sony. All right, this is the surround on XB43. Now this is a mouthful. I did review a little brother to this speaker. I'll have it in the description below. Surround off. It retails for $250. Which now you're gonna see how the bass is a little too overpowering. How when I put it on surround. Black, blue, I think pink and a different color. But anyways, I did cop it in blue. See, the voice gets a bit distorted. 24-hour battery. Kind of misleading, I would say, because it matters in the volume you listen to. If you listen on max volume, you're not going to get no 24 hours. You're probably going to get, I want to say maybe 4. Let's put it on voice. We'll test that. We will check that out. But anyways, box is very nice. Very Sony-esque, presentable and whatnot. We got extra bits. Surround off. And now on the back, they throw some nice literature on. 6.7, which basically means it's water, I want to say immersible like or immersible or however. This is absolutely an absolute humongous difference in a sense of how the quality is, how the surround option. This soundbar, like I said, this soundbar is absolutely fire. Listen, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If you guys are already rocking the soundbar, let me know, guys. As always, I'm KosherTech. I'm going to catch you cats next time. Deuces.